Hi, welcome to Mark and Amber's Roadside Chat. I'm Amber.
I'm Mark.
And we've got coffee. And we're here today at the South Dakota Tractor Museum.
Oh boy.
Tractors.
Yeah, there's a case behind you. It's a case. Rusted up down there by the farm, the Tagala Bay farm.
This post is kind of interesting. This post is about 90 years old now, but during the 30s, the grasshoppers did all these.
Oh, wow.
They decided to eat that. Couldn't find nothing else to eat, so they ate posts.
Wow.
It's the cedar post.
Huh.
It was cedar at that?
Cedar post. Like, it's supposed to be a little softer than the regular pine and that.
So do you just work here? Do you own this?
I'm one of the 40 volunteers that work here. We're here 7 days a week, and we have a shift from 9 to 12:30, from 12:30 to 5. We're here. Down here, of course, and then we got Oliver tractors. In Washington, what is up to where you live? What kind of tractors? What model?
There's a lot of, I tell you, a lot of 1010 or 1020s out in the field rusted up sitting there. I've never seen so many of them in one spot.
They decided to quit when they got something modern then, huh?
I tell you, I don't see too many modern ones. Matter of fact, I haven't seen many tractors out in the field.
Well,
I'm sure they're there.
You take a glass of water and put some vinegar in it, then you want to make a fizz, you put baking soda in it. And that fizzes. That's what they did here. They turn the crank and fizzes and it shoots out the water.
Oh, interesting.
Being a tractor, this is one that's made in Iowa.
Never heard or seen of them.
No, that most people have.
Wow, one that you haven't heard and seen of?
Yeah.
It's a kit.
I was going to say it almost looks homemade.
Yeah, it's homemade almost, but it's a kit. And in order to finish it, you had to have a Model A radiator, motor, transmission, and differential put into it. But you could buy a kit without that.
High class doodle bug.
Yeah?
High class doodle bug.
Yeah. They're pretty good. I run it a couple times. Oh, really? Pretty fast. But
Huh. Looks delicate. Thin wall for.
you can see it's a pipe, just been a pipe, and the way they went with it.
Yeah. Huh.
And the various tractors. Alice, and here's the co-op tractor that I think is just an offshoot of it.
Yeah, I thought they were the same
Yeah.
thing, like Ford and Lincoln.
I think so.
We've got a couple of these on the island. I see a few old wagons around the
On this side,
Hey, look, there's Cub.
Yep.
that's the big one.
Yeah, it is.
We hard tried doing anything without it, the mowing and all that kind of stuff.
I saw one in Pennsylvania. It was the first model year, I think 61.
Who was it?
I think for those, yeah, it had the round fender in the back.
Oh, didn't know that.
Yeah.
This
Only
is-
one I've ever seen.
These are the regular tires on that machine.
Last one I saw had an open crankcase.
Oh,
You could see the oil in the gears.
really? That's an older then.
What actually made it fire, I don't know.
Well, I
But
think
of course it goes slow enough that, it finally fires to
just make it back
make
up
it go again.
Yeah, so I think it's a governor. I think this.
Probably. Sounds like reverse governor, actually.
Yeah, really. But that makes it fire when it got slow enough.
Yeah, I saw one. It had something that predates spark plugs, some kind of firing mechanism.
Right.
Yeah, oh my God. Those
And
things.
I know when they run, if they don't get speed up right, they'll fire 2 or 3 times, or
Right.
just one, whatever's necessary to.
Yeah. Yeah, they're interesting pieces.
But they did a lot of work too.
Yeah.
That was electric motor before the electricity.
Yeah, and he never told anybody what he did, other than turned up the fuel. I don't know what that meant.
Turned up a what?
Turned up the fuel. I don't know what that meant, or it was some little secret he had. I don't know what he did, but he did that and then he beat the deer.
He put the intake somehow.
I have no clue what he did. He wouldn't tell anybody.
No, this is the jail was here before a long time ago. 30s, late 40s, early 40s. And One day we were, in high school at Halloween, we dragged some stuff out and this and that. And the local law guy come up to me and he said, Dale, he said, if you don't go home, I'm gonna put you in that jail. And I looked at that jail and I could see that bed spring and stuff like that. I thought that'd be one heck of a place to be, so I went home. I never went to bed. This is a water heater. Goes on cobs and coal, whatever you want to put in it. Water heater gets hot, so it rises, weighs it, and went into the tank where it's disconnected now.
It looks like that 1957 heater that we were looking at the other day.
I've never seen a water heater like that.
They were burning pine cones on it, though.
Yeah, that to burn anything in there you want, cobs, coal, whatever you want, I suppose. This is another theme on that we have. That there is good looking at that other one.
Chain drive, didn't pick that up on the last one.
And the radiator and stuff, that's all Model A. Transmission, differential.
Yeah, it is.
All Model A.
And they got the steering different on this one too.
You know, when you think back, they built that and everything. When they were looking for something to help them out, they built anything, didn't they?
Yeah. And I'll tell you, the farmers were very innovative.
Yes, they were. Yes, they were. They were on their case,
Model B.
80 John Deere, and this is the F12. Long haul.
And you like your farmals.
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
What model did you have?
I had an A. I had a 140.
Okay, you had newer ones.
Yeah, and a couple of cadets. Yeah, my oldest one was a 45.
I had one like that there.
Yep, that's her.
But that's the industrial one.
Yeah, it is. I've never seen a AI. Usually they gave them 200, 300, 400.
Yeah, I said the industrial.
Never seen.
That's
Never
what
seen
they,
an eye.
people mowed our roads with them and that kind of stuff.
Okay.
But here's the other
I
one.
guess that explains the yellow too. And that 14.
Yeah,
I was going to call McCormick for that.
14, yep. This
I've
was
seen a
12.
14 here. Or 20s.
And, this is the regular.
Well, we've just gotten up and stopped. Mark is still
I better get them
sucking on the coffee.
A buddy of mine had a C.
That's what I'm doing here, I'm supposed to open
An
the
H motor in it, the 153 cubic inch.
What was that again?
A friend of mine had a C, Model C.
Yeah.
It had the 153 engine in it, which is the H engine. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, whether it was a late model or I never, it had I think a 134 cubic inch in the C. It had two horses and with no horsepower down there.
Yep.
That one doesn't even have hydraulics on it.
No, this, I don't think so.
Yeah.
It does have or don't?
Nah,
No, I don't think it has.
nah. I don't think they put it on until like 48 or 49.
Then we had a couple of these wagons,
Oh, nice.
and this guy had a beautiful team of big horses, and he'd come up here on the 24th of December, and he'd be dressed as Santa Claus, and the kids didn't want to ride, so he said, well, South Dakota, we don't get enough snow to have a sleigh, so we use it for the buggy. So he'd give them kids a ride. They had it going for about 3 hours.
You don't get enough snow here?
Not now.
I used to do the same thing at Halloween. I put a card on the back of my tractor and take the kids around the neighborhood.
Look at this, right here. 20 miles an hour. Great, no plastic in this.
Yeah, no kidding.
Did you say 20 miles to the gallon?
This old Chevy here, yeah.
That's pretty sad that there's cars that get that gas mileage now.
Yeah, well that was... Of course, it's not like it's running a whole lot to, generate too much heat. No.
We're going to school, so we gotta put the flag up.
Ah. See a little chipmunk?
So this was an old schoolhouse they moved over here?
The schoolhouse is moved up here from north of town about 30, 25 miles.
It's got vinyl siding. Aluminum siding.
Here's a...
Did you have one from schoolhouse when you were growing up?
No. You,
They didn't have school when he was growing up.
I grew up, my parents sent me to the Catholic school. They had chairs that were probably only a little bit newer than this though. The same style, and they had the thing for the pencil and a hole for an inkwell.
Yeah, over here like these here.
Yeah, and they had a lid that opened up.
Yeah.
So they were a little bit newer.
Yeah. Lunch boxes, and over here the pen that you're talking about, the inkwell. Scratch pen, and then the one with the little vacuum tube in it, keep in there. And good old,
Be interesting to see what countries are there and what ones
So they can wash
the
up.
names are different now.
Yeah, exactly. I like seeing our old flags, you know, count how many stars are on them.
Hey, here's one. 48.
48, there we go.
That is an antique.
Hey, you got that thing rolling, a 48 star flag. You know, that's at least 60, 70 years old. 48 stars.
Yeah, we were talking about that, about restaurants, how you used to have the tickets that
Wow.
would hang up, you'd put on the thing. Now everybody's got programs, computer programs with all
Yeah.
that.
Look at that.
I had a glue bottle with that kind of tip on it.
I don't bet there's not a lot of them around anymore.
I don't know if it was glass or not, but it had that tip on there.
Yeah. I think it's very unique.
Video clip.
This here's all the people that visited here.
Huh.
Look at the handwriting of the people that weren't in school.
No, 1952.
Yeah. And they stopped, you know, they stopped teaching kids cursive writing in schools?
Sure, they don't have it anymore.
I didn't, I just found that out. That's crazy.
Yeah, they've been.
We're gonna have our own secret language.
Yeah. People aren't going to understand what it is. It's amazing. Okay, let's go put the plate. Everybody washed the same hands out of the same one. You know, and nobody ever got sick either. I don't know if they.
And nobody needs their own special bathroom or comfort zone.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, funny how that works, huh?
Yeah. And we never got sick either, though. I mean, like, you know, colds and stuff like that.
So you'd come to school and put your soup up on top,
Yeah.
and then you put your potato in there and have it for lunch, huh?
Right. We done that kind of food for
Can't use them now, but like I say, when I was a kid, you could.
Okay, we'll start over here.
So this is family treasures, huh?
Put the lights on that for me, will you? Put her on, okay.
I did. I clicked them on. Woo! Bright light.
Let there be light.
This is what they were trying to rain with before they had the drill.
Yeah.
This was the sheet material where she's standing this way and this way. And then they would have to take that disc like that.
Yeah.
Cover.
There's my old Mercury Cougar.
See a cedar wagon.
Okay.
They usually is the thing on the side of the tractor with the tubes going back.
Yeah, this green was in there and then, well, I forgot how to do this.
There's my old
Keep shoving it in here. Whoa.
There's my old Mercury Cougar, except for it's a year older.
Yeah, and it's not a cougar. think that's a Mercury Marquis.
Marquis.
My mom,
Oh, yeah.
my mom had a 74.
We were sitting here one day and I was picking up my house. I said the rights and everything else. And I said, the hood is just about as big as most seats in the car. And the lady said, sir? I said, yes, ma'am. She said I couldn't own it. Well, I said, why couldn't you own it? They didn't cost that terribly much. She said it wouldn't fit in my garage, it's too long. And I think it is.
What I would do, I mean, I just recently got rid of it, maybe 6 years ago. I'd take the kids to the drive-through or the drive-in, and I'd put pillows on the back of the window, and they would all lay across the hood.
That'd work.
And then that way we could be in there, and they wouldn't be squealing and bellowing and everything.
That's true.
They'd have sleeping bags and everything.
Yeah. This is what they pick ear corn with. Pick it off and put it in a wagon, then they take it back.
Yeah, I haven't seen one that old. Usually I say 4 or 6.
Yeah, no, this is single old. And this is doesn't have a husky base. So they pick the corn, but it is cuts off the ears.
And Kaiser.
Pennsylvania, we got a farmer's there. Yeah. And there we got these wood platforms. Guys standing
A manure spreader.
talk about taking forever.
Wow, here's a big boy.
Sickle mower.
Combine. Picking corn by hand, huh? Using a team of horses wagon, the farmer and family members worked together to bring in the crop from the fields. Each care of corn was picked by hand using a metal husking hook or husking peg strapped over a glove or mitten. The leather straps could be adjusted to fit in individuals' hands, either for an adult or child. With smooth, swift movements, the person removed each ear of corn with a stalk, threw it into the wagon. Pulled by a team of horses, a bang board was attached to the one side of the wagon. The tossed ear would fall into the wagon rather than going over the wagon box and on the ground. Wagon loads of corn were put in corn cribs. The crib had slated sides so that the corn could dry or dry. The 2 full wagons of corn husked in cribs were considered a good day's work for one picker. During the harvest season, children often helped their parents in the field, both before and after school. Some of the older boys were excused from school to work in the fields. After shelling the kernels, the cob was burned for heat in the kitchen stove. Better ears of corn were saved during picking and put in the special box attached to the wagon. The ears would be shelled and the kernels used to plant next year's crop. Hey, that kind of bobsled. That's funny.
You didn't get lost.
Nope. Your wife startled me though. She was off to the side when I walked in there. I was looking forward and she popped out.
She was probably half asleep when you woke her up, huh?
Old Reaper.
A lot of things I haven't seen. It's hard to see everything now. I think they made more farm equipment than Carter's got liver pills. A lot of stuff
We're
they
gonna go this
have
way
made.
because this here area, they had tractors and everything else, but people decided they want to keep giving us stuff. So this is called our general.
Huh? Old well?
We'll come back by that way. Come on this way first. Everybody likes to go that way first. This is the cash register we had up in front.
All wood.
Pretty.
But that one, you know, the counter we had there, we figured this one would break that counter. It's so heavy, 2 people have all they can do to carry it.
Wow.
And
A lot of metal in there.
Oh yeah, the big one, the older ones were a lot heavier.
it's good too. This is with this grab. That's a little electric motor. Here's an ice box.
A metal icebox.
My grandma used to have one of those.
I've only seen any wood.
This here is a wooden one. This one came from Fort Pierce, South Dakota, which is about 200 miles from here.
That's a job I'd hate to have, delivering ice. Oh my God.
Or going up and chiseling it out to get it.
Yeah, in the city, climbing up 4 stories.
This is a vulcanizer. You know,
Yeah.
you see them, you know what the little patches we used
Yep.
to have? It's like,
Yeah.
this was a big one for big bites. And this here is just some of the tools that the old tools we kept around here. We need to get them displayed a little better, but it seems like there's no time to do anything anymore.
Yeah.
And up here, there's some old bicycles. But I think this is where it's pretty unique too, this wagon. Got cast iron wheels,
Huh, yeah.
but
And
it
a wood-
also has springs, all 4 springs.
Oh well.
No kidding.
There's coil springs down here on each side of that. Never seen one like that.
1966.
Pretty cool.
Old sled. This here bicycle, a guy left here, and went to Los Angeles to work as a machinist. So he welded each one of them spokes together.
Oh my God.
Laid the frame on the wheel.
Some of the original tiny homes.
Here's one guy riding one.
It's an old cook car.
One cardboard in there.
This is a grain place where they spent time in the West. They spent 2 or 3 weeks out on the range.
That was their RV.
Branding cattle and all that stuff. It was take care of it. This was the cook cart for it.
We found our RV.
Yeah. I think the Shepherd wagon had more accommodations.
Well, this is for eating.
Yeah, this took, I think, 6 horses.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Cabin, here by the wheels. It's high pressure because it's got the nozzles. You can see these nozzles.
What was it for?
And they sprayed potatoes with it. Killed
Potatoes?
Potato bugs.
Ah,
And it's just get 2 rows.
pesticide.
Yeah.
They'd have 2 rows.
Organic pesticide control.
Simple green is what they used on there. That's why it's a green box. It's a box of that. Here's the grinder.
Well, 1926, McCormick Deering.
This is potato plant. We put in whole potatoes and slice it. Plant it. And of course, we go through where an eye is at.
Potato?
Potato planter.
Speaking your language.
It would slice up the potatoes and plant them.
Yeah.
Put a whole potato in there.
Potato has to come out of the eye of the potato, so that's what they had there.
Yeah.
This is a winter wheat planter. You take a team of horse, winter wheat's gotta be planted in the fall. So the corn was still there, they wanted to plant winter wheat, so they'd plant this between the rows. The rows are this wide as that is, and they put the winter wheat in there before they picked the corn. And they walked behind this thing, so you got good exercise there.
Yeah.
You can see why there was no fat farmer. This is that hay loader again. This is a
Tiller.
Here's a truck tractor. Going by.
Yeah, it looks like the 100's an industrial version of the A. That one's got hydraulics.
That's about like
It's probably from the 50s,
the A or B just about.
55, yeah.
Farmall Cub.
That's a first generation Cub. They had 3 different generations. That's a Cub, all right.
South Dakota certified Kentucky bluegrass.
This is a bluegrass stripper. Strips the bluegrass off the seed. Just gets it spinning like this, puts it in there, and then they load it in the sack and they sell it then.
Huh.
That's the first time you ever seen nails used for something else besides pounding then.
Yeah. I saw one side remover. Just a roller that went on the back of the tractor, and it just had a blade that dropped down, and the blade would get a couple inches under and just peel it off. Yeah, and it'd roll it up on the wheel. I always thought that'd be easy to make for a neighbor. That
Oh, look at the little
I was
cub.
mad at. Oh, there's a 1010. A 1010 or? Yeah.
Here's a little cub, honey.
Yeah, we got. These are, I've never seen so many of these things on their own.
That's funny how they're in an area there.
Of course, they're sitting, they've been sitting around for years. Some people got them out for road decorations. Yeah, but they're all rusty.
Ah, look at this old cook pot.
We had it, we run there, hitting this motor here, and when you run it, the whole line shaft turns, you know?
Yeah.
Can't turn just one off. I mean, that's running, it's just a slapping of noise and.
I've seen 2 shops that run off line shafts. One's in Harper's Ferry, where they made gun barrels.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a machine shop in the 1700s.
I can't say one then.
It's, yeah.
There's an
and
old drill
it's
press.
fully restored, it works. The other one was Mystic Harbor in, where in Massachusetts, where the coat building
Yeah.
place, and the wood shop was completely, they had a little 4-cylinder newer pony engine out the back. But it went around the whole shop, every piece of saws and.
And everything runs here, the drill press and everything all here. This trip hammer, I don't know if you ever seen one of them.
Yeah.
That's really something else. Blaze is hot, red hot, and white almost, and then the trip hammer and sharpen them up again.
That's pretty neat.
This one, drill came from Rapid City, South Dakota, which is 250 miles. Which way you guys headed anyway? Oh,
West.
That way.
Yeah.
no, you don't go to it.
Yeah.
How's that? Let's go get your hair done in that thing.
That's got 2 levels of heat on there too. I hurt my finger on
Deluxe model.
it. It's a modern model.
Huh? Nice quilt.
Yeah.
Soda fountain table.
All kinds of treasures.
Yeah, you can walk along there and see anything.
Oh, an old press. There's the way to do your laundry.
Yeah, I forget where that other museum was, what town it was. I saw this.
As I said, we started out at Tractor Museum, but we acquired a lot of stuff there.
That's good. I forget where the other place that
Beautiful
stuff
bed.
was. They had a bunch of neat old stuff. No tractors. They had an X-ray machine for your feet. So they used to have in shoe stores.
Really?
And they had them
Nice
up in the
old
50s.
buffet.
I remember this. My mom must have
Kitchen
never seen
table.
this before she said, "Oh yeah."
Right down there.
Okay. Yeah.
There's the little,
Coal in it.
there's the little kind of desk I want.
Yeah, I want to build a secretary once I get time. Because I need a
Yeah.
desk for my paperwork.
Where do I get the last time I got?
Funny how that works. Well, I was still working before I retired. One of my buddies retired, a few years older.
There we go. A nice old
And he volunteered for
wood burning stove.
ran a gun show and did all, a lot of volunteer work. He said, I don't have any time. I don't know how I did it when I was working. I don't have time now that I'm not working.
That's what I'm in trouble with. I've gone to many district organizations. You got time to do this, you got time to do this.
Yeah.
Soon you don't have anything. Yeah, I'm gonna show you these here too. See these fat sacks? Chicken sacks?
Oh, yeah.
Over here.
Well, they used to turn those into clothes.
Right there.
I like how they did that. They used to sell them in neat little patterns and stuff because they knew that people would reuse them. They do patterns in the feed bag so that you could.
But now the wife come in and said, I gotta have that bag of feed, cause I gotta get that pattern.
Yeah.
So they were smart.
Yeah, that was a great marketing. It's a shame they don't do something like that now.
Here's another
Well,
one, look
your
over here.
company also served a purpose too.
Oh, nice loom.
Yeah, that works pretty good too.
Oh, for hot, getting them out of the milk guy.
This dishes here come in an oatmeal box.
Oh, wow.
One dish at a time, cup, saucer, and you don't think of marketing work. Think how many times they sold oatmeal
Yeah, to get a set of,
to get a complete set. And it had how many boxes on that table there? I think the plates didn't. I think they had to order the plates something. But everything else, like the saucer and that, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Well, thanks for joining us today at the South Dakota Tractor Museum as we explored this tour and our lovely tour guide.
Thank you.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and we love to hear from you. Have an awesome day and happy 4th of July. So, say what it is.
it's a coupler. It's for a farmall. Farmall had a PTO that used a 6 spline key. I think if memory serves, it was 1 1/8 inches. I could be wrong. But the other side was for the square bar, which a lot of implements use. Even today, they use a square bar. So you could use it on your farmall tractor instead of having to buy farmall implements.
So, he's decided to donate that to
And it's
the
universal.
Tractor Museum.
That's
In
the
South
thing.
What's your
Dakota.
name and then actually what it is, and then I'll make